A very good evening, respected ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, in a world gone berserk, in a world where frustration overwhelms millions of souls, a world where equality is a myth, where exploitation is the fate of the weaker ones, ladies and gentlemen, a world where freedom is denied, where the only moral right is that of the powerful one to bully, bludgeon, impose and attack whomsoever it perceives as an enemy, where the arbitrators of justice could be unjust, where discrimination subsists, where unjust policies rule, where, ladies and gentlemen, nuclear proliferation, economic instability, overpopulation, psychological stresses and social evils prevail. A world where terrorism has become a philosophy and preemptive strike a doctrine. In such a world, it will be ironical to suggest that governments should not be forced to respond to democratic demonstrations. Ladies and gentlemen, in the limited time allowed to me for speech, I shall not touch upon minor issues such as demonstrations by gays and lesbians, since there are other matters more important to deal with. So let us talk about the biggest series of demonstrations listed by the Guinness Book of World Records as the largest protest in human history. The demonstrations after which the New York Times writer Patrick Tiller claimed that it showed that there are two superpowers on this planet, the United States and the worldwide public opinion. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the protests against the war in Iraq. So since I'm not one of the selected speakers, I'm not under an obligation to accept the point of information, but I shall please go after the speech. You can contact me after that. Ladies and gentlemen, on February the 15th, 2003, millions of people protested approximately in 800 cities around the globe. Protests occurred among others in the United Kingdom, Italy, France, Germany, Australia, the United States itself, Canada, North Korea, South Korea, Japan, India, Syria, and even the McMurdo station in Antarctica. Ladies and gentlemen, these demonstrations had exceeded the opposition to the Vietnam War, and yet war was unleashed. Are we all living in a democracy? Is this what democracy stands for? Ladies and gentlemen, at the end of my speech, it stands for an important clarification before I go, because it is often mistakenly assumed that whosoever speaks in opposition to the war in Iraq could be an extremist. I should make it very clear. In fact, I would say emphatically on behalf of the Pakistani intelligentsia sitting here that we stand in defiance. We stand in defiance against those who promote hatred in the name of religion. We stand in defiance against those who control and manipulate and exploit against will. We stand in defiance against extremism and fanaticism in all its forms and phases. But we also stand in defiance against those who breach the very principles of democracy and who do not respond to democratic demonstrations. Ladies and gentlemen, I urge you to propose the motion, and I thank you all.
Preferably for the opposition. Another speaker for the opposition? No one's going to speak for the opposition?
Well done. Cameraman की वीडियो बनाने